Staples Center, Los Angeles, June 23, 2009, 2 days before Michael Jackson's death. This is at rehearsals for what will become his never-performed London comeback tour. Michael walks onto the empty stage for afternoon soundcheck. The arena is mostly dark, just work lights, skeleton crew setting up equipment, Michael's band tuning instruments, dancers stretching. Normal pre-rehearsal routine, except something isn't normal. On the piano, the white grand piano center stage where Michael will perform his ballad, sits a single red rose, not white like the hundreds of roses fans throw during shows. Red, deep crimson red, tied with a simple ribbon, and tucked beneath the ribbon, a note. Michael stops walking, stares at the rose from 20 feet away. His musical director notices. "Michael, you okay?" Michael doesn't respond. Can't respond, because he knows what red roses mean. Or, rather, who they mean. There's only one person who would leave him a red rose. Only one person who knew red roses were his favorite, not white. Only one person who would have access to this closed rehearsal, who would know he'd be here at this exact time for soundcheck. Lisa Marie, his ex-wife, the woman he married in 1994 and divorced in 1996. The woman he spent 13 years trying to forget and failing every single day. They haven't spoken in months. Haven't seen each other in over a year. But now there's a red rose on his piano. And Michael is terrified of what the note inside might say. His assistant approaches. "Michael, should I?" "Don't touch it," Michael says sharply. Nobody touch it. He walks slowly toward the piano, each step heavier than the last, because whatever that note says will either destroy him or save him, and he has no idea which. 15 years earlier, early in Michael and Lisa Marie's relationship, before they were married, when they were still just talking on the phone for hours, building something neither fully understood yet. A conversation. April 1994. Late-night phone call. Michael at Neverland. Lisa Marie in Los Angeles. "What's your favorite flower?" Lisa Marie asked. "I don't know. I've never really thought about it." "Come on. Everyone has a favorite flower." Michael thought. "Roses, I guess, but not white ones. Everyone sends me white roses. Red ones. The kind that actually means something." "What do they mean?" "Love. Real love. Not performance love. Not public love. Just real. Red roses it is then." The first red rose came in May 1994, the day after they decided to get married. Secret ceremony being planned. Nobody knew yet. Michael woke up at Neverland, found a single red rose on his piano in the music room. A note attached to real love. That became their thing, their private symbol. Whenever one of them wanted to say, "I love you," without words, without performance, without the world watching, a red rose. During their marriage, 1994 to 1996, red roses appeared throughout Neverland. On Michael's pillow after arguments, Lisa Marie's way of saying, "I'm still here." In Lisa Marie's dressing room before public events, Michael's way of saying, "You're not alone in this." On the piano when Michael was working too much, Lisa Marie reminding him what mattered. Red roses meant, "I see you. I choose you. I'm staying. This is real, not grand gestures, not public decorations. Just quiet acknowledgement that despite the chaos, despite the fame, despite everything, they had something real." The last red rose came in January 1996, the night before Lisa Marie left Neverland for the last time, before filing for divorce. She left a red rose on Michael's piano. The note said, "I'll always love you, but I can't save you from yourself." Michael found the morning after she was gone, kept that rose, pressed it in a book, carried it with him for 13 years. After the divorce, no more red roses. That symbol died with their marriage. White roses from fans, bouquets from venues, flowers from well-wishers, but never red roses, because red roses meant something specific, something that no longer existed, until today, June 23rd, 2009, when a red rose appears on his piano again. Michael Jackson is 50 years old, preparing for 50 shows in London starting July 2009, the comeback tour, the final tour, the tour that might save him financially or kill him physically. His condition: severely underweight, addicted prescription medication just to function, sleeping 2 to 3 hours a night with heavy sedation, body breaking down from decades performing. Doctors warning him he's not healthy enough, but financially desperate, needs the money, needs a redemption. His emotional state: isolated, surrounded by employees, yes men, enablers, but profoundly alone. His children are the only real connection. But even with them, Michael feels like he's failing. Unstable life, constantly moving, no permanent home. The Lisa Marie ghost has haunted him for 13 years. Every relationship since measured against what they had. Every moment of loneliness traced back to the choice he made to push her away. If you are enjoying this story, please subscribe to support the channel. 3 months ago, March 2009, last time they spoke, Michael called Lisa Marie late at night. Couldn't sleep. Needed to hear her voice. "I'm scared," he admitted. "Of what?" "This tour. My health. Everything. I feel like I'm running out of time." "Then don't do the tour. Your health is more important than—" "I don't have a choice. I'm broke. I need this." Silence. "Michael, I can't watch you destroy yourself again. I did that for 18 months in the 90s. I can't do it again." "I'm not asking you to watch. I'm just asking you to care. Still care." "I never stopped caring," Lisa Marie said quietly. "That's the problem." They haven't spoken since. June 23rd, 2009, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Michael arrives at Staples Center for Soundcheck, exhausted, running on medication and willpower. The crew is setting up, band warming up, dancers stretching. Michael walks on the stage and sees the red rose on his piano. Everything stops. Michael's assistant talking to him. He doesn't hear. His musical director asking question. No response. The world narrows to that single red rose. She's here. Or she was here. Or she sent someone. Why? Why now? After 3 months of silence? What does the note say? Michael approaches the piano slowly. His hands are shaking. He picks up the rose. Careful, like it might shatter. Unties the ribbon. Pulls out the note. Reads it. His face changes. Color draining. Eyes filling with tears. His assistant. "Michael, what is it?" Michael can't speak. Just stands there holding the note. Reading it over and over. The note says, "I heard you're scared. I heard you feel like you're running out of time. I heard you've been carrying a pressed rose in a book for 13 years. Yes, I know about that. Your assistant told me years ago. Michael, you don't have time left for regret. Neither of us do. I'm in Los Angeles. If you want to see me, really see me, not just surface conversation, I'm at the house, our house. I bought back Havenhurst. I've been renovating it for 6 months, trying to restore what was lost. Not just the house. Us. If you want to try, really try one more time, I'll be there tonight, 8 p.m. If you don't show up, I'll understand. I'll know your answer. But if you do show up, let's stop wasting time. Let's stop pretending we're over this. L. Michael reads the note 5 times. Can't process. Can't breathe. She bought Havenhurst? The house I lost to foreclosure? She's been renovating it? She wants to see me. Tonight. Not small talk. Real conversation. She said, us. She said, try again. After 13 years. His musical director. Michael, we need to start Soundcheck. Michael looks up. Cancel today's rehearsal. What? Michael, we're 2 weeks from flying to London. I said, cancel it. Tell everyone to go home. We'll make up the time tomorrow. Michael, please. I need to go. Michael drives home to his rented mansion in Holmby Hills. The note in his pocket. The red rose on the passenger seat. The spiral. Do I go? After 13 years? What if it's a mistake? What if I'm too damaged now? Too broken? Too medicated to be what she needs? She said, I heard you're scared. Who told her? How much does she know? She bought Havenhurst, our house, where we were married, where we lived for 18 months. She's been renovating it for 6 months. She didn't tell me. She was planning this. 4 o'clock. Michael calls his mother, Catherine. Mom, Lisa Marie left me a note. She wants to see me. Tonight. Are you going to go? I don't know. What if I mess it up again? What if I'm not capable of... Michael, you spent 13 years regretting that woman. If she's giving you another chance, you take it. But I'm not the same person I was. I'm sicker. I'm more broken. You're still the man she fell in love with. Underneath all the fear. Go. Be honest with her. That's all you can do. 5 o'clock. Michael tries to sleep. Can't. Lies in bed staring at the ceiling. The note on his nightstand. The red rose and water by the window. 6 o'clock. Shower. Getting ready. Looking at himself in the mirror. Thin. Too thin. Exhausted. Older. This is who I am now. 50 years old. Falling apart. Is this what she wants to see? But Lisa Marie's note said, no more regret. No more wasted time. 7 o'clock. Getting dressed. Simple. Casual. Not performance clothes. Just him. Black shirt. Jeans. No makeup. No costume. Just Michael. 7:30. Sits in his car in the driveway. Engine running. Hasn't left yet. I can still turn back. I can call her. Say I can't make it. Protect both of us from whatever happens next. Or I can drive to Havenhurst and find out if there's anything left to save. 7:45. Michael starts driving. 8 o'clock. Havenhurst. Michael pulls up to the gate. The house looks different. Renovated. Restored. The way it looked in the 80s when Michael first bought it. Before the financial problems. Before the foreclosure. Before he lost it. Lisa Marie has brought it back to life. The gate is open. Waiting for him. Michael drives through. Parks. Sits in his car for a moment. Last chance to leave. But he doesn't leave. He gets out. Walks to the front door. It opens before he knocks. Lisa Marie standing there. 41 years old. Still beautiful. But different. Older. Weathered by life. Real. Hi, she says. Hi, Michael replies. They stand in the doorway. 5 feet apart. The distance feels enormous. Lisa Marie leads Michael inside. The house is exactly as he remembers. But new. Clean. Restored. You did all this? Michael asks. Over 6 months. I wanted to bring it back. The way it was when we were here. When things were good. They sit in the living room. Not next to each other. Across from each other. The distance deliberate. Lisa Marie speaks first. I heard about the tour. About your health. About how you're barely sleeping. Barely eating. Running yourself into the ground. Who told you? Your assistant. I called her 2 weeks ago. Asked how you were really doing. She was honest. Michael is quiet. And I realized I couldn't just watch from a distance anymore. Couldn't just hear about you struggling and do nothing. So you bought our house? I bought it because it was being sold. Because I couldn't stand the idea of strangers living in a place where She stops. I bought it because I'm tired of running from what we had. Michael's turn. I've carried that last rose you left me. The one from January 1996. For 13 years. In a book. Everywhere I go. Lisa Marie's eyes fill with tears. I know. Your assistant told me. Why are you doing this? After 13 years? Why now? Because I heard you say you're running out of time. And I realized, so am I. I'm 41. You're 50. We've wasted 13 years being too proud, too hurt, too scared to admit that we never got over each other. You haven't gotten over me? No, Michael. I haven't. I tried. I remarried. I built a life. But none of it felt right because it wasn't with you. Michael is crying now. Fully crying. I destroyed us. I pushed you away. I made you leave. Yes, you did. But I left. I gave up when it got hard. We both failed each other. So why would this time be different? Lisa Marie's honesty. Because we're not the same people we were in 1996. You've been through hell. I've been through hell. We've both been broken down and forced to look at who we really are. And who am I? Michael asks. You're a man who spent 13 years regretting the biggest mistake of his life, who's carried a dead rose for 13 years because you couldn't let go, who's killing himself with work and medication because you don't know how else to cope with loneliness. Michael doesn't deny any of it. And I'm a woman who spent 13 years comparing every relationship to what we had and finding them all lacking, who bought our house and spent 6 months restoring it because I couldn't accept that it was really over. So what are you asking for? I'm asking if you want to try again. For real. No hiding. No running. No using work to avoid intimacy. Just two broken people trying to heal together. What if I can't? What if I'm too damaged? Then we fail together. But at least we tried. At least we didn't spend the rest of our lives wondering what if. Michael's confession. I'm scared. Every day. I'm scared I'm going to die during this tour. Scared I'm going to fail my kids. Scared I'm not capable of being loved because I don't know how to let people in. I know, Lisa Marie says, but I'm here anyway. I'm choosing you anyway. Why? Because I love you. Still, after everything, I love you. Michael stands up, walks to Lisa Marie, sits next to her. I love you too. I never stopped. I just didn't know how to say it. Say it now. I love you. I've loved you since 1993, and I've spent 13 years punishing myself for losing you. Lisa Marie takes his hand. No more punishment. No more regret. Just moving forward. Together? Together. Michael and Lisa Marie sit together on the couch. Not rushing. Not forcing. Just present. What does this look like? Michael asks. Us trying again? Honestly? I don't know. But I know it starts with honesty. You telling me when you're struggling. Me telling you when I'm scared. No more hiding. I can try that. And you can't do the London tour, Lisa Marie says. Michael tenses. I have to. I'm contractually obligated. I need the money. Michael, you're dying. Your body can't handle 50 shows. You know that. I don't have a choice. Yes, you do. We figure out together. We find another way. But I'm not watching you kill yourself for money. Michael is quiet for a long moment. Okay. We figure out together. I'll talk to AG. See if we can postpone. Reduce the number of shows. Something. Thank you. Can I stay here tonight? Michael asks. That's why I renovated your room. Our room. You kept it the same? Mostly. Some new furniture. But the same. Michael smiles. First real smile in months. I'd like that. Me too. They sit in silence. Comfortable silence. The kind they used to share. The red rose. Michael says, that was perfect. I remembered what it meant. What always meant. Real love, not performance love. Exactly. 2 days later. June 25th, 2009. In the original timeline, this is the day Michael Jackson dies. But in this story, the red rose changes everything. Morning at Havenhurst. Michael wakes up next to Lisa Marie for the first time in 13 years. Not in a rented mansion in Holmby Hills. Not alone. Not isolated. At home. With her. The phone call. Michael calls AEG. Tells them he needs to postpone the London tour. His health isn't stable. He needs time. They're not happy. Legal threats. Contract disputes. But Michael stands firm. I almost died trying to be Michael Jackson the performer. I'm choosing to live as Michael Jackson the person. The decision. Michael moves back into Havenhurst with Lisa Marie. Slowly. Carefully. Building something real. Gets into treatment for his prescription medication addiction. Real treatment. Not enabling doctors. Spends time with his kids in a stable home for the first time in years. Works on his health. His weight. His sleep. His life. Does the relationship work? Not perfectly. They argue. They struggle. They have to learn how to love each other as the people they become, not the people they were. But they try, actually try, and that makes all the difference. June 23rd, 2009, Staples Center. Michael Jackson found a red rose on his piano during Soundcheck. Inside was a note from Lisa Marie, an invitation, a plea, a final chance. For 13 years, they'd wasted time, lived with regret, pretended they were over each other while carrying the ghost of what they'd had. That red rose ended pretending. Michael could have ignored it, could have stayed isolated, could have continued down the path that, in another timeline, ends 2 days later in his death. But he didn't. He drove to Havenhurst, walked through the door, told the truth, chose love over fear. And that choice, made because of a single red rose and a handwritten note, changed everything. Some symbols are just symbols. But red roses for Michael and Lisa Marie meant something specific. Real love, not performance, not public spectacle. Just two people choosing each other. The red rose on the piano wasn't just a flower. It was a lifeline. And Michael Jackson, drowning in medication and exhaustion and isolation, grabbed it. Sometimes salvation comes in the smallest gestures. A note, a rose, a reminder that someone sees you. Someone chooses you. Someone is still there. Michael and Lisa Marie's story didn't end in 1996. It paused. And in 2009, a red rose unpaused it. Not perfectly, not without struggle, but real. And real was all they ever wanted. If you like this story, please subscribe to support this channel.